All right, this is your advanced warning, right, on this Monday, Valentine's Day, coming up Saturday. Don't say we didn't warn you. This morning we're here with David Flowers from David Flowers Therapy to talk a little bit more about all the things that go into this day.
That's right.
I'm going to put you on the spot, though. What's your feeling on Valentine's Day?
Oh, definitely this.
Okay.
For sure.
I want to, why?
Because I think my wife's watching.
That's true. That's true. Well, okay, so how should we approach this day? You know, personally for me speaking, it should be low pressure. But sometimes people get wrapped up in the pressure of it all. Should it be looked at as a Hallmark holiday or a real romantic gesture? What's your take on this?
My take, and this is true, anybody who's been to counseling or therapy knows this, but my take is it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right? That it's what we want to try and do is get people thinking differently. It doesn't matter whether it's Hallmark, whether it's somebody thinks it's a genuine romantic gesture. What matters is it important to your partner? Is it something that's important to them? Men are frequently saying to women, if they just give me the rules, if they just
spell it out for me.
Yeah, spell it out for me. And then what I see is many women are very consistently saying sweetest day, Valentine's Day, those kinds of things are important to me. They mean something to me.
It's a chance to express your feelings, right?
It is, right? It's just like, we have a chance, right? Just buy the flowers, pick up the cards, right? Be proactive. It's the effort that matters.
Well, now that still doesn't mean that some guys will be out there Friday night, the night before, in the card aisle.
Yes.
You always check that out, and it's pretty crowded.
Yes, absolutely.
But I mean, talk about, though, a little bit more about the importance of putting in effort. You know, what message does that send to your partner?
Well, what I frequently find is that, in fact, it's not just me, it's just the way it works, is usually that flush of romance that happens in the first year or so when people are dating and getting together.
The honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it is the honeymoon phase, and it really wears off after a year. It's pretty much chemically related. And then after that, what we have to do is learn how to continue doing the things that we did very naturally at that time.
Sure.
So a lot of times it's just easy to think back, like, what would I have done on this day back when we were dating, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have tried to make a big deal of it. I would have done a gesture. I would have done something to indicate it's important.
So I guess what I'm hear you saying is just because that phase wears off doesn't mean that you can't not put in the effort. I mean, we all get comfortable with our partners, right?
That's it. And we want to be.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, there's the beauty in that, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like you said, a little bit can go a long way. And what about people who maybe struggle with communication on this holiday? What's your recommendation for them?
Help me with the question a little bit. What do you mean?
Well, as far as expressing yourself, there's different ways to do that. What if people are kind of intimidated by that?
Yeah.
What's your advice on that?
All right, so not everybody will go for this, but what I used to do is I was working on becoming a little bit better with this stuff with my own partner. I would go to a store and I would stand there and I would read cards until I felt something, right? I'd put this back and put this one back and put this one back, and I'd grab one and I'd feel a little bit of a catch, and I would think, oh, that's it. That's grabbing something for me. And then you can really allow the cards to speak.
Yeah, you can build on that, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I would even scribble like maybe a few extra words at the bottom.
Oh, that's great.
Or sometimes I'd underline some of the words that were already there, right?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of ways to sort of approach it in a way that feels manageable.
Of course. Okay, well, here's to a wonderful Valentine's Day for those who celebrate right out there.
Absolutely.
And as always, you can get in touch with David. There's information on his screen. And yeah, great to chat with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
And
always love being here.
2 thumbs up on Valentine. All right, we're back after this.